All right, in this video, I'm going to show you how to do a rotation in Geogebra. And we are going to rotate 90, 180, and 270. And then we're going to connect all the vertices of our rotated figures and our pre-image with a circle so you can really get an idea of what's going on. After you have reproduced what I have done, you'll need to download it and turn it into Google Classroom. So we're going to start out. I'm going to work in the start out working here in the fourth quadrant. So I'm going to start out by making a polygon, and I just don't much care what shape you make. I'm kind of fond of Star Trek, so I always like to make this shape. So we'll start here, and we'll turn on our labels. I'm going to try to do this really quickly. Turn your labels on before you start. That is, show the value of them before you start. Because if you don't, you'll have to turn it on a lot more of these rats. Hold on. So turn your labels on as we did in our last show that we did. Okay, so we've got these all in here. That's point D. I'll stick it in here. All right. So now we're going to actually rotate this. So we go to the transform tools here. I'm sorry. First, you need to put a center point. This is important. Put a center point at the origin. We're going to rotate this around the origin. So you have to have a point. So come down to transform, choose rotate around a point. And as you can see here, you click the point and the shape, and it asks you what degrees. Well, I want to do 90 degrees, and I do want to go counterclockwise, so I'll just say okay. And there's my shape. It has rotated 90 degrees about the origin, and there it is. Okay. So then I want to do this again, same shape. I want to rotate it around a point, but this time I'm going to do 180. 180 degrees, counterclockwise. I'm going to say okay. And I'm going to do it a third time. So hit a point, hit that, and tell it 270 degrees counterclockwise, and say okay. So using GeoGebra, I have rotated all of these, but I really want to show you that this point B rotated here and here and here and here. And I really, truly need you to get in a sense of how it goes around. So find the circle point tool. So the center, circle with a center, find that tool. Click on the origin and then pull your circle out to point A. And then do that again and pull it out to B. And then do that again and pull it out to C. And then finally one more time and pull it out to D. And from this, you can truly get a sense of how point A rotates around the circle to point A here, and then rotates again to point A here and here. You notice that as we rotated from the rules we learned, let's look at point C here. C is 12, negative 10. In a 180 degree rotation, I expect that to be 12, 10 again, but I expect it to match up in the quadrant it's in. So where here it was positive 12, negative 10, up here it's going to be negative 12, positive 10, because of that. That's the quadrant it's in. And so if you look at each of these, you'll see that it follows the rules. So once you have created your 3 rotations from your pre-image and drawn circles to illustrate, truly visually illustrate, well, I guess what illustrate means, come here and download. And oops, let's back up. We need to save it first. So save it and give it a name. I'm just going to call it rotation wise because that's my name. I'm going to save it and then I'll download it. And I'm going to download it as a PNG. And there it is. So I can find this in my, so when I open